Alright, so you can see I've been hard at work here, ripping this machine apart. I really want to get down to the basics, and like I said in the last video, really understand how the drivetrain works. Now, if those folks watching now haven't seen the other video or videos on this machine, check out 500-pound wheel loader. It's easy to find on my channel, but for the folks that have been following along on what I've been doing here, I completely gutted it again. Well, I've gone even further and gutted this inside section and taken it out. I know everyone's looking at this cut right here. And the guy that assembled it, I have no idea what the story is or why it wasn't cut out properly. But then again, you know, who knows the history of this machine? It could have been a school project. And there's one thing that I'm very inspired by with this build. On the surface, it seems like a very, very complicated machine. Like you look at it, you're like, oh my God, the wires, the tubes, fabricating all this steel, everything like that. And really, when I break it down into what it is, it's genius. Everything can basically be purchased, you know, at your local hardware store and just cut and weld it, well, just, you know, like it's not like we see these every day. And the people that have the aptitude to do something like this or to even come up with a design like this, to keep it so simple, I see why it was done. Like, here's the drive line, okay? Here's the front axle with the front coupling of the, like it's a universal joint here, okay? Just a yoke attached to the pinion that comes out, then to the steel shaft. This is why it wasn't a collapsible drive shaft, I noticed while I was chatting in my last video. This steel shaft is you can see it's quite damaged. It's got a slot cut into it for keys. Now these little tiny pieces right here are keys. There's lots of people that recognize what these are, you know, because you have experience with it, and there's some folks that don't know. And a key basically fits into the slot like you see right there. Okay, and then the coupling goes over the key, and an Allen or a grub screw, a set screw if you will, just pushes against the key and makes this a solid unit. So awesome. I can totally have a new drive shaft built, and I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to get it just a little bit thicker, but I have to see what kind of holes we have available here. Let's see, where's the gear? Here it is. Here's the main drive gear with that center coupling. I'd have to get this hole drilled out, pardon me, the one right back here that I'm pointing at. I'd have to get that drilled out to be a wider circumference, plus these gears, like it looks like this one was specially made. I'll have to figure out which tooth or which kind of gear this is, which is fine. I'll figure out what it is somehow. And maybe we can get like a wider diameter to the shaft size. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I didn't see any torque twist in the actual drive shaft, so I don't see any places where it looks like it's been twisted by too much torque. But if I was to upgrade the motor, because here's the motor right here, wow, that's a big electric motor. If I upgrade the motor, I've got to look at upgrading the drive shafts. Right, just a little bit thicker. And with this groove being damaged the way it is, you can kind of see that there. That just shows wear and tear, it being taken apart before, you know, all that kind of stuff. And when I check the play in the actual universal joint, there's none. It's very, very tight, so that's good. And so what are we looking at here? Here is the whole drivetrain. I love the simplicity of it. Everybody, we're always wondering, how do we get these huge machines that cost so much money? Nobody ever does videos that have, you know, machines this big for us to see up close, right? It's like some big secret. But now I've got one and I kind of torn it down a little bit. And, you know, the machines we see like this are usually in Germany, like they're super high quality. And for this being a prototype, a one-off, I'm actually really impressed at what was done. Even though there were some things that could have been improved, but like I said, who knows the story. So the gears in here sound phenomenal. I still want to open it up and have a look, see what's going on. That's just pretty normal stuff. And so we got one key that attaches to the drive shaft, which really should go like this. This should go here with the drive gear and the motor that would attach. And then of course a direct link to the pinion. Is that right? No, I have it backwards. Do I? No, I don't actually. It is a direct link. Let me see here. There's the key slot right there. So this plugs right into there. So it's very simple how it drives. Camera's freaking out on the focusing there just because of the light in here. I apologize, guys. Anyway, so there, I've dropped it out. Now I get to crack open these back housings and see, what's wrong with my mouth? Now I get to crack open these back axle housings, have a look at the gears inside, fill it up with some diff oil, reset the gap between the gears, and then just basically reassemble it and take it from there. Check it out. And RC, you actually have to use jack stands on. Cool.